My priority will be to install floodlights at the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Fatorda, and revive the Bandodkar Stadium in Panjim to its original glory. The newly elected president of the Goa Football Association, Shrinivas Dempo, has asserted soon after his victory.
In a keenly and closely fought battle, chairman of Dempo Group of Companies and Dempo Sports Club, Shrinivas Dempo, won the election to the president of the Goa Football Association on Sunday by 10 votes, receiving 85 votes, while his rival and outgoing vice president of GFA, Peter Vaz, got 75 votes. Mr. Vaz, besides being a businessman, also runs a football club, Sporting Club de Goa. Without wasting any further time, the newly elected GFA president stated that his top priority would now be to see that the floodlights were installed at the Fatorda Stadium as soon as possible, and also to ensure that the Bandodkar Stadium in Panjim was restored to its original glory.
I think the first priority should be completion of Duler and installation of floodlights of Fatorda. I will ensure that, my best efforts are used to get these projects completed. Now I can go on the record, I had even promised the government that if they have any funds problem, we would chip in the funds for floodlighting of Fatorda. Because we have spent a lot of money taking our teams to Hyderabad and playing them when it's not our home ground. So I must compliment my opponent, Mr. Peter Vaz, who has done phenomenal work for the Duler Stadium. I will take his help and see to it that things move forward in this direction for Duler. We should fight as our rights for GFA. So without compromising those rights of GFA, I would tend to work very, very closely with the AIFF, with government bodies, with everyone, to ensure that a large part of the benefit comes to Goa Football Association in whatever projects we undertake. You know that Goa has done an amazing job, including the Goa Football Association, who has taken football to such a level in Goa that I think now the right time has come to step it and take it even further and prove the dominance of Goa on Indian football.
The election hall at Hotel Mandovi was packed with 160 representatives from as many clubs. There was 100% voting for the GFA elections. The battle for the high-profile post went all the way through as the returning officer, Advocate Valmiki Menezes, kept announcing count of each vote polled by the candidate.
Shrinivas.
With this, moods in the rival camps kept fluctuating. But eventually, Mr. Dempo surged ahead and won the race for the top post. It was a fitting victory to a deserving candidate who promises to change the face of Goan football through his acumen for management and experience in administration. Mr. Dempo heads one of the leading corporate groups in Goa, and most importantly, he is rated among the top 50 most influential persons in Indian sports. Well, finally it is a big win and a satisfying one at that for the Dempo Group chairman, who while speaking to media persons stated that he was happy with the way things shaped up in his favour and thanked every member of the respective clubs.
I think I must thank all of the small clubs, big clubs, everybody. I must thank each and every person who has helped me in this hard-fought battle. I must also, give due recognition to Peter Vaz, who was an equally competent candidate. And I hope to work with everyone. Those days should be forgotten where we fought as a hard battle. I think we should take everyone together and we should, try to see whether we can achieve something for football. I think the immediate priority is to make administrative reforms within the GFA so that the small clubs have less and less hardships. I think the second one, as I said, would be a focus on youth development, on village, particularly on the village clubs. And the third priority would be infrastructure. I think these are the three things. We should take them one by one. No need of making false and tall promises. I think there are enough challenges. I hope to work with the entire panel that has got elected as one team and take this project forward.
Mr. Dempo also stated that the newly elected panel had efficient persons and was optimistic of working closely with them. Mr. Dempo also spoke about the need for an insurance policy for players.
Sure, I think little things need to be implemented. I believe there's an insurance policy in place which has not been implemented. We also need to build a database of the players, coaches and everyone. So that massive computerization is something that one needs to do there in order so that a proper database is maintained of all the records of the players. One is football today is at crossroads, not only in India, not only in Goa but also in India. We need to give the right sort of focus to football. You know, all the clubs are bleeding, and I sympathize with even the smaller clubs, where at least we have a corporate setup, we have enough cash flows to manage our businesses, and that's how we run our football. But the smaller clubs, and that was one of the most amazing experiences I had when I traveled the nook and corners of Goa to understand their difficulties.
While Mr. Dempo's rival Peter Vaz stated that he would continue to work for the cause of Goan football and thanked the clubs for supporting him in the elections.
Nothing went wrong as such, right? Okay. I was expecting it to be 85. I mean, it was 5 votes more, 6 votes more. That would have turned the table, no? Anyway, congratulations to the elected team. And I'm always there for football, okay, always there. Hope them and they fulfill aspirations for Goans. Okay. Unlike the last 10, 12 years, what you have been noticing, nothing happening in Goa. I mean, at least, I did the competitive age. Okay. Now everybody will learn their toes. Okay. Let's see how they fare up.
Patron of Churchill Brothers Sports Club and PWD Minister Churchill Alimau said that if Mr. Shrinivas Dempo had not won the elections, he would have quit football. The fact that Mr. Dempo will now head the GFA is itself a refreshing thing for Goan football, as he also brings along with him a panel that vouches for commitment and good governance. Among those who will assist him at the helm as vice presidents are Lavinio Jude Ribello in North Goa and Elvis Gomes in South Goa. The 4 zones that make up for the 14-member executive member panel also promise a great deal of faith and commitment for the next 4 years. Scubert Furtado, Benjamin Silva, Anthony Pango, Benedicto Bishop Temodo represent the Salsette zone. Lawrence Gomes, Prakash Naik and Savayo Mesai have been elected to the Marmugao zone, while the Bardes panel comprises Babli Mandrekar, Alirio Lobo, Uday Lingudkar and Gajanan Kerkar. Melvin Menezes, Sanjeev Nagwekar and Anju Albuquerque have been elected to the Tiswadi zone.